Hi, I'm Stevie Fernandez.
And I'm Trish Whitmer. It's great to have you with us again for this week's Explore Tulsa.
And I'm so excited for our first guest.
It is exciting to have a local guy that's making it big in the music business, like J.D. McPherson.
Yeah, I'm going to ask him if I can go on tour with him.
Wait, now exactly what would be your job on J.D.'s tour?
I'd be the guy that kept all those groupie girls away from him.
Now you chasing away girls. I can see that.
A gentle awakening.
I guess my father was the first person I knew that was like kind of into music. I remember going to church, he would play like John Lee Hooker and Muddy Waters tapes and would get me them for Christmas and stuff. And then I started getting into rock and roll and my older brothers. My older brother John Aaron played guitar and he was the guy that got me into that. So
once you walked and walked and talked and talked.
I suppose like the stuff that I was into, whether it was like kind of punk rock or like old rock and roll or rockabilly stuff, never really seemed like it's something that I could really do for a living. And so you just sort of keep it as a thing that you do on the weekends, and it's just, it's a part of your life. And then got a BFA at the University of Oklahoma in Norman, and then I went ahead and got my master's at University of Tulsa and got a teaching job fresh out of grad school. That lasted about 3 years, and then I was let go. But luckily, at the same time that was happening, we had made this record and it was starting to kind of get some attention, and so we just hit the road. I was like, I gotta make some money, let's hit the road. While I was looking for another job, and luckily I never really had to look for another road. I mean, our starting point, very obviously so, I think, is like mid-50s rhythm and blues and like heavily influenced by like black rock and roll from the mid-50s. It wasn't our intention to produce a record that was like a time capsule record. Like we wanted to just be a band, but like our thing was, that early rock and roll stuff. You start making connections with folks, and if people are responding well to the record, they'll pass it on to somebody else, and if they respond to it, they'll pass it to someone else. Before you know it, you're talking to the booking people at Leno and Letterman, and the nicest guy of all of them is Conan. I mean, he just hung out with us for like part of the day, and that was the first one, and that was like, it was like, this is great, because he makes you feel safe, makes you feel calm, and I think he was just into it. I know he's kind of into early rock and roll too.
Please welcome my new friend, J.D. McPherson.
We had thrown around the idea of, when we made the record, because we made it kind of for ourselves. We didn't plan any of this to happen. I mean, I had a full-time job, but we wanted to just go all the way with it. Make the packaging, like let's make videos. Maybe we'll get a festival out of it or something. You know what I mean? So one of the coolest environments we had access to was Jimmy's studio. My bass player Jimmy Sutton has built this amazing analog vintage recording equipment studio over the last 10 years, and it's such a cool looking room and so much cool stuff in there. It was a no-brainer. Let's just make a video of the making of this song, and that was it. And that has been 100% the best calling card we could have done, is making a video.
I got some money and some wheels to drive.
I had been writing this lyrics about chasing somebody around, and I asked my wife what side of Broken Arrow she grew up on. She grew up on East Elgin, which is the north side of Broken Arrow. So there you go, secret's out. But yeah, I just knew. But I knew that sounded. Like they say, everybody assumes that that's about the north side of Chicago, or it's about the north side of Tulsa, like because the band is based out of Chicago and I'm kind of near Tulsa. But I just asked my wife what side of Broken Arrow she's from. That's all. I know ton of people that this is Cain's Ballroom is their favorite venue in the world. Wilco said that, Elvis Costello said that. I mean, it's like this is a very important place. And I've been coming to shows here since, I would drive 2.5 hours to come see a band with my friends in high school at the Cain's, and yeah, it's always been one of my goals and dreams to play here, in my own band under my own steam, and so finally happening, so it's a huge deal for me.
That's how it's done. Fantastic. Thanks so much. J.D. McPherson, everybody.